Congratulations, Tom. It was expected to be a battle between you and Andrew. You did go 1-2, but the gap, the winning margin, was a lot bigger than what many expected. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it'd be kind of close. Andy's just a phenomenal competitor, and I think it just because of my, I'm a lightweight rider. I think just the steeper it gets, the more it kind of plays into my favour. I also paid quite a lot of attention to making sure I grip on the rear wheel, and I know a lot of people kind of struggled with that, and that can...
How did you do that? With tyre pressures or...?
Yeah, a combination of tyre pressures and a specific wet weather tyre basically. So I just went for the grippiest thing that I could really, because I knew forward momentum in the wet was going to be a priority, and I think a lot of other people, probably including Andy as well,
I saw guys pulling off.
Yeah.
With wheel spin, I just couldn't get any further.
Yeah, exactly, and that was sort of my biggest anxiety leading into the race really. So I rode this morning to make sure that what I had kind of set up was going to work, and fortunately it seemed like it was working well, and then in the race I had no real issues, so I think that helped with the time.
Now, as they said up there on stage, you just won it on minutes, which is just an absolute iconic climb, but also amongst all those champions of old, if you like. What's it like to put your name in there?
Yeah, it's really satisfying. Something that I was thinking about and working towards for months and months and months, and I guess probably the whole year. So to actually have it all go to plan on the day is really nice, and there's some really impressive times and some famous names up there, so it's nice.
Well, yeah, they should mention you broke the course record.
Yeah.
Which, picking up that bike out there, I'm not surprised at.
No, I mean that says quite a lot about the effort that was the previous course record, in that it was done on a bike that's so far behind in terms of technology now and weight wise. So yeah, I mean that was a phenomenal time to do on that kind of equipment.
And winning the championships, does that give you more momentum and motivation to take this further and to try and do that again?
Yeah, thinking ahead to next year, I think you want to show the jersey off as well as you can, and do as well as you can whilst you're wearing it. So that's certainly a motivating factor, and I think probably once you've won one, you want to kind of hang on to it. So I'm sure that will provide some motivation. Yeah.
And one final thing, the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd were amazing. It just got thicker and thicker as it went up, and there's just every foot, every meter was just screams and shouting and encouragement. So yeah, the only issue was the crowds were so sort of thick and packed in. Yeah, exactly. You kind of have landmarks in mind of, okay, this is a minute from the finish roughly. This is 20 seconds. This is where I'll pick it up. But you couldn't really see that. But luckily the finish arch was visible from quite far down because it was quite high there. So you could kind of use that as a bit of a reference. But yeah, the support was amazing. I'm sure that again helps with the record because it just pushes it a bit harder.
Hill climbing such a great sport.
Yeah, it's a great spectator sport, especially today with riders off every 30 seconds. There's something great to watch throughout the whole time. So it's
I wonder how you managed to keep the race face off, keep it, I don't know, hidden.
Yeah, I suppose it's just how I ride really. Yeah.
No, I saw the pictures.